Competition? Who said anything about competing with that? Tonight is my night. What is he doing here?
Do I get paid?
You are not the boy I raised.
You were taking advantage of me.
And whom do you think you believe you?
Na wengine kaja wana ghadhabu, kiwasalimia hata hawajibu.
Thank you for joining us on the Legends edition this Saturday evening. My name is Catherine Kasavuli, and of course later on we're going to have Topi Liambela on the sports segment. And of course we have some wonderful surprises for you tonight. We are going to feature the living legend Manu Chandaria. So please do not go away. On our Living Legends, we feature Manu Chandaria. Well, our sign language interpreter today is Byron Aburi. Let's look at the highlights first before we go to the main news. Suicide in a police cell. A family in Githiga, Kiambu County seeks answers. Resilience. Women in Baringo fight a common enemy. This in our special feature. A real legend, Dr. Manu Chandaria shares his story with the world. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday evening. This is KBC, the channel that gives you the most comprehensive news in Kenya. My name is Catherine Kasavuli. And on to our main news. A family in Githiga, Githunguri, Kiambu County is seeking justice following the death of their kin, allegedly in a police cell. John Thiga, aged 24, was reported arrested and booked at Githiga Police Post on Thursday after being involved in a road accident with a matatu plying the Githiga-Limuru route. Residents who stormed the Githiga Police Post demanding answers over his death were, however, dispersed with tear gas.
Githiga Township in Githunguri, Kiambu County was a no-go zone for the better part of Saturday morning, after residents engaged police in a running battle following the death of a local Boda Boda rider, allegedly in the hands of police officers. The residents, most of them youth, lit bonfires and blocked several roads in the town. Shop owners were forced to close their businesses, fearing possible looting. It all happened after the residents stormed Githiga Police Post to seek answers over the death of the Boda Boda operator. Get out! According to the deceased aunt Mary Wairimu, the rider, John Thiga, 24 years old, was arrested and booked at Githiga Police Post on Thursday after being involved in a road accident along the Githiga-Limuru route, only for the police to inform them that he had committed suicide.
Alikujua hapa kwa car wash. Ni pikipiki alikuwa anaosha. Na kuosha kwake venye alienda akatopo. Akaenda tu kabisa, hakuna ripoti nyingine tulichukua.
ndio wakaenda wakamchukua pale alikuwa anafanyia kazi kwa car wash, wakamchukua wakamleta hapa kwa post, wakamfungia. Kumfungia kwa dakika tu ati wakasema bejinyonga. Hata hakumaliza dakika.
The family further claimed that police moved the body to the mortuary without informing them.
Walimpiga wakamuua, alafu wakampeleka sijui wapi. Hata hawakuita family member yoyote akuja hakikishe.
Human rights activist Paul Kamau say they want justice for the deceased.
ODM leader Raila Odinga has told off critics of his social protection program, which will see vulnerable Kenyans get a monthly stipend of 6,000 shillings. Addressing residents of Nyandarua County on Saturday, Raila affirmed that he is clear on how he will mobilize funds to facilitate the program if elected president in 2022.
2 days after he jetted into the country from the United Arab Emirates, ODM leader Raila Odinga embarked on yet another busy campaign schedule, spending his Saturday wooing residents of Nyandarua County to support his 2022 presidential bid. During his stopovers at Sokomjinga Flyover, Kwaharaka and Jambini, the former premier poked holes at what he termed as the wheelbarrow politics being fronted by Deputy President William Ruto, insisting that Kenyans need decent jobs.
Ili vijana wetu wapate kazi ya maana, sawa? Sio kazi ya kusukuma wheelbarrow. Unataka kusukuma wheelbarrow nini? Kusukuma wheelbarrow. Mimi nawaahidi kazi ya maana.
Raila defended his social protection program, which will see vulnerable Kenyans get a monthly stipend of 6,000 shillings.
Kuanzia mwaka ujao, kila jamii ambaye hawana mapato watakuwa kila mwezi wanapata shilingi 6,000 kutoka kwa serikali. Wengine wanasema hiyo ni porojo. Naambia hapana, hiyo ni ahadi. Ahadi ni nini? Wanasema ati hakuna pesa. Nimeshakuwa waziri mkuu. Nitakwenda najua pale wao wanaibia pesa ya wananchi. Nitaziba yale mashimo yote, mamenya yote. Nitapata pesa ya kutosha.
Raila, who was accompanied by a section of Mount Kenya leaders led by host Governor Francis Kimemia, also pledged to advance the unity of Kenyans through his Azimio la Umoja initiative. In the last 2 months, Raila has mounted continued campaigns in the vote-rich Mount Kenya region. For Legends Edition, I'm Safin Acheng Ouma.
Deputy President William Ruto now says his government's top agenda will be addressing unemployment among the youth. Ruto, who exuded confidence in winning the 2022 poll, said unity of the nation is key, even as he urged the region to back his presidential bid.
The Deputy President on Saturday embarked on a day-2 tour in the larger Ukambani region, calling upon residents of Mwingi and Kitui counties to rally behind his bottom-up economic model, the formula to resolve acute unemployment in the country.
Unaona hawa vijana wengi wanahangaika. Hata wako kwa bodaboda, kuna mtu wako na degree lakini anaendesha bodaboda. Kwa sababu haijapangwa mambo ya uchumi na ajira katika taifa letu la Kenya. Na ndio mimi nimekosana na hawa wanaume wengi kwa sababu wanataka kutulazimisha ati tubadilishe katiba, sijui tutengeneze prime minister, deputy prime minister, assistant prime minister, assistant deputy prime. Sasa hii watu na watoto hawa tutawashughulikia siku gani jameni? Si hawa watu wangoje kwanza.
At the same time, the DP challenged religious leaders to play their role and offer direction to the people ahead of the 2022 general election, adding that it was not enough for them to just pray for the country. Speaking in Kitui, the DP and his allies said they were committed to building issues-driven, united democratic alliance that will bring together people from all walks of life.
Mnasikia bottom-up economics, na hii kitu inaitwa wheelbarrow. Hii wheelbarrow sio watu wapande, ni wheelbarrow ya kukumbusha sisi sote mali tumetoka. Kukumbusha sisi sote unaweza toka huku chini, usaidiwe na wenzako, ukuje juu, maisha yako yaendelee na mbele, si ndio?
Hata wakulima wakijaribu namna gani, they cannot make any profit. Kwa hiyo tunangojea hiyo bottom up yako ili ukuje ubadilishe, upatie uchumi kwa wale watu wako huko chini ili Kenya iendelee mbele.
For Legends Edition, I'm Gladys Mongai.
Western Kenya and Nyanza officials of the Democratic Party have endorsed Speaker Justin Muturi as the party's preferred presidential candidate. The officials said the DP party has a national outlook and stands a better chance of producing the country's next president.
Addressing the press in a Kisumu hotel, the officials called on the speaker to roll out a nationwide campaign.
We are unanimously in our agreement with the party declaration that Honorable J.B. Muturi has the credentials that qualify him to carry on the ideals that we were foresaid by the founders in DP 1922.
Muturi ni mtu ambaye najua kwamba akikuja kwa hii chama is going to make improvement and will make change.
Ukumbuke mtakatifu.
Meanwhile, Migori women representative Dr. Pamela Odhiambo has called on the Kuria elders to back her governorship ambitions in order to serve the Migori people whom she claimed deserve development-oriented leaders. Speaking during a meeting with elders drawn from the 4 Kuria sub-clans, Dr. Odhiambo said that the unity of Migori County was important as the country prepares itself for the upcoming general elections.
Mimi nimesimamia ujamaa. Nataka watu wetu wote wakuwe sawa. Mtakapopata roho ya ujasiri na msimame na mama tu kama mimi, Migori County mtakuwa mmepata suluhu wa Migori County.
And a section of youth allied to the United Democratic Movement have vowed to sensitize youth across the country to avoid cases of exploitation by politicians for selfish political gains. The youth drawn from 10 counties who converge in Sagana and Nyeri County said they will also mobilize more youth to vie for office to enhance youth representation in politics.
Kitu watu wanakea ni ekonomi yao. Mtu apate pesa kwa mfuko, maisha iendelee. Tusiwe kati sisi ni kutumiwa tu na wanasiasa. Hiyo ndio maneno tunataka kumaliza na tunasema itaishia hapa kwetu Mount Kenya tukielekea Kenya mzima.
Tumejipanga vile tutaweza kusaidiana kwa wale wanayouth ambao watakuwa wanawania hivi viti. Tumesema ya kwamba hata kama ni mambo ya pesa, hata afadhali sisi wote tujipange tuweze na kile kidogo tuende tukauze sera yetu kwa wananchi. Tutaweza kuungana sisi kama youth, kile kidogo ambacho tuko nacho tutaweza kusaidiana sisi wenyewe kwa wenyewe.
And from the political scene, we now go to the health segment. The COVID-19 positivity rate on Saturday stood at 1.6% after 76 people tested positive from a sample size of 4,617 screened in the last 24 hours. Total confirmed positive cases are now 253,813. The death toll is now 5,305 after 9 more patients succumbed to the disease. 1 death occurred in the last 24 hours, while the other 8 are late reports from facility audit records in September and November 2021. As of November 5th, a total of 5.6 million vaccines had been administered across the country. Meanwhile, statistics from the Johns Hopkins University indicate that globally, over 249.3 million people have tested positive, while more than 5.04 million have died. And now on to other news making headlines. Border operators have been cautioned against being used by politicians to fuel animosity in the country during the electioneering period. Government spokesperson Cyrus Oguna has asked players in the industry to vet politicians before heading to the ballot. He asked those in the sector to make guided choices.
With the electioneering period fast approaching, the government is cautioning border operators against being used by politicians to fuel chaos in the country. Government spokesperson Cyrus Oguna says that even as operators receive handouts from politicians, they should vet them properly and elect only those with a proper track record.
Kwa hivyo wanapokuja kipindi hiki, hiyo pesa ichukue, lakini kabla hujapiga kura waweke kwenye ile tunasema weighing scale, uangalie ako na vigezo aina gani, ili unapopeana kura iwe ni kura ya hakika, sio kura kujaribu tu.
Na msitumiwe vibaya na wanasiasa. Ukitumiwa vibaya na wanasiasa, itakuwa ya kwamba mwanasiasa anaenda nyumbani akiwa safe katika gari lake kubwa, na wewe utajikuta katika shida.
This even as the operators were urged to be extra vigilant on the road to avoid constant accidents.
Ninyi wana bodaboda, motorcyclists, last year mulifariki watu 888. Mwaka huu ni watu 1055.
And we just want to ask all those who plan our roads that they need now to include a lane on the roads for motorcycle riders, for bicycle riders, for pedestrians, and all others, because the roads are only designed for cars.
Meanwhile, players in the sector are decrying what they termed as constant harassment by county council officials in Nairobi.
Huyu mtu anataka kujua huko na kila kitu yenye unafaa kuwa nayo kwa barabara. Yeye kazi yake ni kuchukua kifunguu na kikurudishia ni 3,000 5,000.
The leader spoke during the National Border Safety Awareness Day celebrations in Nairobi. Nancy Okware, Legends Edition.
And we take a short break. When we come back, we will be featuring a living legend, Manu Chandaria. Don't go away.
Ili kupata skiza tune hii ya Warumi 8, bonyeza *811 *963#.
Nina hakika kwamba hakuna kinachoweza kukutenga na upendo wa Mwenyezi Mungu. Si kifo, si malaika, si vitu tulivyokuwa navyo au tutakavyokuwa navyo, si mamlaka au chochote kitakachoumbwa. Warumi 8:38 hadi 39.
Ili kupata skiza tune hiyo ya Warumi 8, bonyeza *811 *963#, *811 *963#.
Kenya Defence Forces, KDF, announces the recruitment of General Service Officers, GSO Cadets, Specialist Officers, General Duty Recruits, Tradesmen and Women, and Constables scheduled for the month of November 2021. Listen to Radio Taifa during the entire month of November 2021 for details of the recruitment process. Then grab your local newspaper, The Daily Nation, 7th of November. The Star on the 5th of November, while The Standard will have those details 14th of November and 9th of November on MyGov inside The Standard newspaper. The People's Daily on the 8th of November and 12th of November. Remember, no one can influence the recruitment process because bribery and other acts of corruption are against the law. Report any suspicious activities or characters to the nearest police station or military camp or call hotline numbers 0726419709 or 01203 00599. KDF recruitment is absolutely free to all.
Log on to the KBC website at www.kbc.co.ke to get the latest breaking news, entertainment, sports, politics, lifestyle, or business trends from Kenya and around the world. Never miss new episodes from your favorite TV shows, reruns, and movies. Just stream online or watch live on your YouTube channel at KBC Channel 1 TV shows. For the day's biggest stories, trustworthy news, and family entertainment, log on to KBC Channel 1. Watch what you want anytime, anywhere.
Well, as I mentioned to you earlier, we were going to feature a living legend, none other than Manu Chandaria. Now over to the interview.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Catherine Kasavuli, back there in Broadcasting House. Manu Chandaria is a renowned industrialist, philanthropist, as well as a leading education champion, not only here in Kenya but around the world. His company, Comcraft, straddles more than 40 countries, not only here in Africa but around the world. At the age of 92, Manu Chandaria has a frame that looks like it belongs to a 40-year-old person. We are privileged this weekend to have him on our show tonight. We want to find out from Manu Chandaria what drives him, what has kept him alive, what are his life mantras, and so much. Daktari, asante sana for joining us, and we are privileged to be with you this afternoon. Very good. You are 92 years old.
Yes.
You are a chairman of various companies.
Well,
how do you afford to chair board meetings at your age?
Well, now I don't chair very many meetings. I still chair some of the meetings, but majority of them I have retired now because it's a lot of years that I've chaired. Now that I chair only one or two meetings, and that's it. That means one or two companies, corporates, and that's only because it's the interest that we've wasted, or people who has vested interest or thought that I should be the one who should chair, like Bank of India. The Bank of India is a branch of Mumbai, and it's number 4th or 5th largest bank in India. But they thought that they wanted somebody whose name would be acceptable and honored. So I think I'm still chairing them. Like that, a couple of other companies that I chair.
In your 92 years, what lessons have you learned that has guided you in your journey so far?
Well, the only thing that has guided me is 3 or 4 basic principles. Number 1, you cannot achieve anything unless you've got a vision. Vision is most important. Once you have a vision, you can then go along your vision. Number 2, there is no way you can get anywhere except hard work. Hard work is very, very essential. Number 3, integrity, honesty, honesty of purpose. Not only honesty just by money-wise, but honesty of purpose. Whatever you're doing, you're honest about it when you're doing it. And the 4th is you should be able to sleep. When you go to bed, you can sleep in just few minutes. That means you have washed off the whole thing before you go to bed. And that is very difficult because we all as human beings keep so much of in our mind. I didn't like that, I didn't like this, I didn't like that man. And you know, before you go to sleep, and at least me, has been very interesting. I always say I had analyzed the day I spent. If I had not done good, and if I hurt anybody, I can't go at that time to ask him apology, but I'll apologize and say, I'm sorry. That means the minute I go to sleep, in 5 minutes, I'm asleep. This only happens when your heart is clean. Your mind is very clear, not otherwise.
Interesting principles. How would anyone afford to sleep so much in the modern day times that we are living, whereby you're surrounded by so much that is going around? You have tablets, you have iPhones, you have televisions to keep you awake. How do you develop that discipline of sleeping a lot?
It's a discipline. At 11:30, that's it. Sometimes if I'm tired, 11 o'clock. At 11:30, whatever am I doing, close, spend that 5 minutes of really making sure. If I help somebody, enjoy it at that time also. If I've been good to others, enjoy that particular moments, but it's just one day. And sleeping 6 hours. I get up again at 6 in the morning, or 6.5 hours, or just about that time. The point is that how can you go to sleep when your mind is full of issues which you cannot resolve? You have so many attitudes in the people that you fought with, or you don't like it, or you don't like what's happening. All has to be cleared. Whether you like it or not, things happen. You cannot stop it. Things happen on its own, but you can't make yourself responsible for that. So the sleep is one fundamental. And before going to sleep, clean your slate. And it worked out very well for me.
And cleaning the slate, connects very well with one of your principles of integrity and honesty.
Absolutely.
How do you inculcate a culture of honesty and integrity?
Well, number one is that I don't want to take advantage of others. If he takes my advantage, it's okay. But I don't want to take an advantage. Because every time that I grew up from nothing to something, I had more than what I had yesterday. So to me, it is very simple that no grudges. If you want to have a good day, then look at the people. Actually, you can't say you love the people, but you can say help who need your help. Because in this world, there's so many people who need help. And unless and until you have that attitude in mind, that no, I will help, irrespective who the person is. If I can manage, I will. If I can't manage, I'll say sorry, I wish I could have helped you, but I can't.
At what point did you learn these principles of life?
Well, this principle just came out from my own religion, like Jainism. We believe in ahimsa, non-violence, truth. There's another principle, to listen to others. You have a point of view, I have a point of view. You have all the rights to say, and I have all the rights to listen. Maybe I don't agree, but it's better to agree to disagree. And I think that this particular principle, in my board meetings, in my external, to whoever I met, even if I disagree with him, I'll say, okay, let's agree to this, what we've agreed. And we can disagree, but agree and move on.
When you were growing up in the mid-1940s, your father, because of the World War II, was forced to shift from Kenya, from Nairobi to Mombasa to India. And you were also forced, this somehow disrupted your day-to-day life, like education, you had to abandon your friends and so much. How did this shape your life?
Well, it was, first was an example to me that my father came here about 106 years back. And he had one principle, that I come over here, I'll earn 4,000 rupees, and then I'll go home, back to India, set a little shop there, and serve and help my family. That was the principle. After 6 months of hard work, from 6 in the morning until 12 at midnight, 3 meals at owner's home, and then sleep in the shop, opening up marikani, bales of clothes and 4 or 5 blankets. Nairobi was very cold in those years. So that's it, and get up in the morning. After 6 months, when he asked him what his salary is going to be, the fellow said, "You're good, everybody likes you, we are satisfied, we'll give you 20 rupees a month, 120 rupees for 6 months. His dreams crashed. And he said, at this rate, when am I going to make 4,000? So it's not going to work. So he had 2 choices, go back or fight and do something over here. And he set up a small business. And slowly the business improved, became a little bigger. But he took one decision. He could not speak English, he could not read English, he could not write English. So he said that unless I have somebody that every time he had to go to the post office, ask a friend or a neighbor, can you please come to the post office with me? Every time he has to go to the bank, come, can you please help me? Whoever can speak English, because it's a colonial time. So he decided that if the future of my children are going to be any different, they will study and educate themselves. And my mother was illiterate. At the age of 55, she started writing the first alphabet. But they all wanted that our children, if the future is to be different, they must study. And they took so much of pain to themselves to make very sure that you study. Like, in Indians, we feel that if you get up early in the morning and study, it remains here. So they'll get up at 5 o'clock, make us to get up at 5 o'clock, do our homework at that particular time before we go to the school. But that interest, making very sure that you study, and as such, except my 2 brothers who went up to one finished his primary school and was just in the secondary school, another on the last year of secondary school, all children, male or female, either they are graduates, either they are double graduates, or they are with doctorate. And this is what made a lot of difference in making very sure that future is, if you are educated, you can think, you can put your thoughts into shape, and for that, if you're illiterate, you can't.
You lived at a time when the world was going through the turmoils of the First World War and the Second World War, where there was so much suffering in the world. How was it growing up for you at such a time?
When I was born, it was 1929. My parents were okay, I would say, lower middle class family. to meet enough to eat, look after themselves. But in one room, there'll be 6 mother, father, and 4 children. In one room. And like that. It was so much frugality to make very sure that earnings go for more earnings rather than consumption. And that was one principle again, which was very important, that if I have 100, I want to make very sure if I can save 30 out of that, then I'm on the way for prosperity, not otherwise. But if I spend 130 and borrow 30 from somebody else, then I think it's a road to ruining yourself.
There is so much in terms of entrepreneurship that you learned from your father. Have you managed to impart these to your children?
Yes, because what happened is that once he said that schooling, and because of the World War II, in 1940, we were all sent out to India. My father and all the adult people stayed here. So rest of the family had to go to India. And not only with my family, but many Asians with their family were sent out to India. And when I remember that when I just landed in Mumbai, and we saw the light in the morning, we were just looking at, something sparkling. And then when we got out, we saw tall buildings, 6 stories, 7 stories, big avenues, tram running all over the place, double-decker buses. And I asked myself, hey, what's different between me and them? They look just like me. While in Kenya, we had hardly 2 or 3 buildings, which is good 2-story. So that really stuck on my head. There is no difference. It's only the work. And the work ethics started from then onwards. And then after finishing my 4 years, I went to Mumbai to do my first degree. So I lived in Mumbai, in a cosmopolitan big city. And after that, my parents decided I should go to America. So we went to America. And I still remember that the first night in New York, I stayed at the 63rd floor. When you get up in the morning and see people like that, you see people like this. And again challenged. Hey, their skin is probably white, that's it. But they're human beings. Just like 2 eyes, 2 ears, everything like me. How come? We are not that way. And basically, that kicked nothing doing. You got to put in hard work. Without that, it's not going to be possible. So, the whole issue is the challenges that comes across. I could have taken the challenge and forgotten about it. But I took the challenge and said, no, I want to be like that. I want to see how I flourish. And as such, I think that the whole attitude is, by seeing something, what can you take? If you can take something out of it, take it. Take good things out of somebody else.
Are you happy, the life that you have lived?
Yes, very happy. Very happy because, as I still remember, that from nothing, staying here with my parents in one room, 6 people, to what you see today here. And this is not today. This is 50 years back. So, the achievement of individual must not go here. Achievement should go here, so that it can create more compassion, more idea, thoughts to serve people. Because when you grow from here to here, the people are still here. You are only lucky that you have been here now. Unless and until you forget about this whole thing and say, and start walking 6 inches above the floor, then you cannot.
If you were given another chance to live your life, would you live it differently?
I would live it in a different way, manner is that I would expand faster than what I've done. Nothing more than that. Because I'm very satisfied the life that I've lived. I don't think that I want to have anything more than that. Life has been so good to me. So I cannot complain. And I don't think that every life is going to be like that. But what I've been able to do and achieve in my own lifetime, I'm satisfied, and I'm happy about it that I've lived a nice life. I've lived a contributory life.
It's good that even your wife has joined you on this interview. What impact has she been in your life journey?
Well, she has been with me for 66 years. It's not yesterday. And we lived a life from nothing. And we built ourselves to something. And every time, she's a backbone. I can't say that I've done everything myself. Unless a time when I've worried, a time when I don't think that I can find a solution, I'll talk to her and speak to her. And she'll come out with say, well, why don't you do something like this? Why don't you talk about this? And I think it's a friendship. Though we are married people, but there's more friendship between her and me. Because she has lived with me, she has given me the 2 children, both of us enjoy. One just became 60 years on Diwali, on day before yesterday, on Diwali day. And the girl is all 65 years. So, because of her, I have felt my life as fulfilled. I've never been able to go around to do, because I knew at home there's somebody who is my backbone. She has helped me in this house, including the presidents, the ambassadors, the ministers. She has always served them well, and she looked after them. And not only me, but our people. On this compound today, there are 14 people working. But each one of them has got that connection. So I think that a good woman at your home is very important. If you don't have a good woman at home, then life becomes miserable sometimes. Here, because when I'm in misery, I can talk to her, I can speak to her. And she knows that if the family is to be developed, then she has to be calm, she has to be collective, and she must be able to participate in the family life. And today, we are a joint family. At one time, we have 55 members. So to keep that family is not easy.
Today, the marriage institution is facing tremendous challenges. I mean, you have been together for 66 years. How have you managed to be together for that so long?
Well, what's simple is that when I'm wrong, I keep my mouth shut. That's the most important part. To accept you are wrong is not easy. But the question is that the only way we can continue keeping our family joined together is delivery of love and happiness. And she's a part of my happiness. So I think that people look at life in a different way. But if you want to be happy, then at least both of us should agree. Maybe it doesn't make difference that sometimes she doesn't agree with mine or I don't agree with her. but we agree to disagree. And that's very important for us. Because to live a life of happy life, you have to give in what we call give and take. It can't be only take. It has to give and take.
There are people who look up to you for business and for entrepreneurship motivation. What would you tell them?
Well, mentorship, I just always tell them that, look, there's four main principles in life. That you got to have a vision, you got to hard work, you got to be truthful to yourself and to what you're doing, integrity, discipline. If you don't have this, then you might just go up and down like that. But to want this curve, then these are the fundamental principles.
One would say that now you're in the sunset of your life at the age of 92. What has been the purpose of your life, if you were to be asked?
My purpose is very simple, straightforward. Serve the humanity. I serve the humanity by investments. Their families, the people work, their families are supported. I make profits out of it. I increase my profits, and out of that, I serve the humanity. But humanity is not only by writing checks. I didn't write a check when I wanted to create East African Business Council. I didn't write a check. It's giving time for a purpose which will improve the life of our people. And you must love the people. I'm not black, I'm not an African, but yet I was born here. I live here. This is my country. So to me, is to serve, yes. So the purpose would be just plain, yes, you work hard, you gain, you enjoy, but at the same time, don't forget the people in your society. Extend your hand. Normally it's always like this. When somebody gives, it's like this. The minute you give this way, and the hand becomes this. It's a difference between only this way or this way. This is yes, you want. Everybody wants. Give. Very few can give. And I think to my purpose would be, yes, more people should give.
Very good.
And you don't have to have a big bank balance to give. You can serve the society.
What a legend, Manilal Premchand Chandaria, better known as Manu Chandaria, talking to us about different issues about his life. From religion to diet to principles, you have heard it all from Dr. Manu Chandaria. My name is O'Brien Kimani. You have been watching The Living Legends right here on KBC Channel 1. Back to Broadcasting House, Kasavuli.
On Living Legends today, we featured a man of all seasons and undisputed industrialist, Manu Chandaria. And over to our county news. 16 students from Kakamega Boys High School have been arrested following a morning inferno at the institution that razed 2 dormitories. The fire, believed to have started at around 4:30 a.m., destroyed the belongings of 140 students. This and other stories in our country news roundup.
Confirming the incident, Kakamega Central Deputy OCPD Daniel Motisi says guards were drawn by loud bang from one of the dormitories, followed by billowing smoke. The school's principal would alert the county government of Kakamega fire response team, which took too long to respond to their distress call.
We went to put off the fire, we tried to save some of the students' properties. Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to put it off completely.
Meanwhile, a section of leaders in Embu County have called for a national debate to establish the cause of arson attacks in schools that have become a trend in the country.
Kuna umuhimu wa kujirudia, tujiulize, do we really need these boarding schools?
Their sentiments have been echoed by Narok Women Representative aspirant Lydian Timama, who has called on the Ministry of Education to review the school calendar crash program, which she says could be the cause of unrest since students barely have time to rest.
Hiyo program inafaa kuangaliwa tena, manake nafikiri haikukaliwa vizuri sana. Ule mtu alikuwa anafanya, sijui kama si mzazi, sijui kama haelewi watoto wanafaa kupata time ya kuwa section moja. Kama uko shule, uko shule. Kama uko nyumbani, uko nyumbani. Sio barabarani throughout.
Elsewhere, Garissa Member of Parliament Aiden Duale has vowed to petition Treasury CS Ukuri Yatani to explain how the 2 billion shillings allocated to mitigate drought has been utilized.
Hatuwezi kubali rais, ukubali waziri wako wa fedha, waziri wako wa maji, waziri wako wa chakula, wakule pesa bilioni 2 ambaye umetengea, serikali yako imetengea kusaidia watu ambaye wameathiriwa na ukame.
The government had in the months of October and November set aside 2.4 billion shillings to handle the situation after President Uhuru Kenyatta directed the National Treasury to allocate 1.5 billion shillings in support of the communities affected by the ongoing drought in the Asal counties. Finally, a non-governmental organization based in Homa Bay County wants education stakeholders to consider sensitizing boys on the risks of irresponsible sexual behavior. The organization says leaving boys out when tackling issues of teenage pregnancy has contributed immensely in the fight against the vice in Homa Bay. For Legends Edition, I'm Serafina Robi.
The following feature is a story about women in drought-hit counties of Baringo and Marsabit, their practical efforts to find a lasting solution to the perennial drought. How are they achieving this? Purity Museo was in these two counties, and in the first of a two-part series, Tales of Resilience, she takes us to Yetich village in Baringo County.
Drought is the most damaging natural disasters. It has caused deaths of millions, destroying livelihoods across all continents. With the global climate change progressing rapidly, droughts are predicted to increase in frequency, duration, and severity.
In September this year, President Uhuru Kenyatta declared drought a national disaster, the declaration coming just a month after the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA, said that an estimated 2.1 million people were facing acute food shortage and would be in need of urgent assistance in the coming months.
At the start of the drought, Baringo County was placed in the alert stage of drought classification, meaning it needed minimal interventions. However, as the drought escalated, the county slid into the alarm stage, needing urgent assistance. We arrive at Grace Kimnyan's home in Yetich village, Baringo County. She's getting ready to start her day. Grace Kimnyan has ventured into fruit farming. The traditional maize and bean farming is seriously affected by the ongoing drought.
Tulikuwa tunaenda kuomba watu kama huko mlimani akiiva mahindi ama ukienda huko mahali naelekea Kabaranet. Shida mingi ya njia sana.
Her new approach to farming is advised by lessons on the art of integrating crops with trees, courtesy of the World Vision Kenya.
If you're in this place, first of all, you realize the microclimate is just different because of the presence of the trees. And these trees, these are agroforestry trees, which when they drop their leaves and also through their roots, they fix a lot of nutrients into the soil that benefits the grass that is growing.
Kim Nyan later joins a group of women she is supplying with grass for their livestock in another section of her farm, where she is employing systematic regrowth of existing trees.
Nyasi imetuleta kabisa na imetupeleka mbele kwa sababu yeye kwanza ng'ombe yake aende kwa swam, analisha ng'ombe yake nyumbani, akitaka tu wanaenda agie akitaka, lakini saidi hakuna ng'ombe yake anakufa hata moja.
Drought is threatening their livestock, and Kim Nyan's grass farm is their hope, at least for now. She's also demonstrating to these women how they too can benefit from the technique.
The existing tree species within a locality is being nurtured, selected, then nurtured to grow. This takes the process of also pruning them and creating space around them so that the trees grow in their own natural environment, and at the end of the day, the communities are able to use those trees for their own use.
After cutting the grass, it is left to dry for use as fodder. These women cut the fodder into small size for their livestock using a mini shaft cutter.
Sasa nimepanda nyasi, nimepata nyasi, ng'ombe na siba, na hata chirani sasa napata nyasi ya kusaidia.
Imekuwa faida kubwa sana kwa sababu kama ng'ombe akufi, najua ni hasara sana za zile ng'ombe anakufa. Lakini kwetu sasa tunaona ng'ombe akufi kwa sababu ametusaidia, tukikujia yeye anatusaidia.
Courtesy of the farmer managed natural regeneration FMNR technique, the cows can generate milk. The children have something to eat and the women are happy.
Sisi tutakuwa tumejisaidia.
Kim Nyan's generosity is becoming infectious. The women say they will spread the word to other women on how they too can achieve economic independence through the farmer-managed natural regeneration, a low-cost and easily replicated approach to restoring and improving agriculture, forested and pasture lands.
Tunataka hata tutaendelea kufunza watu wa village wengine wapata hata na wao waelimike ndio tupate kwenda sote pamoja.
That's a wonderful story, Purity. Thank you so much for showing us there's hope even in dry areas. And we now take a break. When we come back, we'll be coming back with Topi Liambela on the sports desk.
Hata kuna boys tulikuwa tunasoma naye primo, yeye aliachia class 6. Aende akalime viazi. Sasa tunaongea na wewe kwa mpaka na punda. Kani unacheka? 2020 sidhani tutaigonga rock bottom. A lot of us sidhani tutaigonga rock bottom. Yaani imefika place maka kanisa imefungwa. Wewe kutoka uzaliwa ushaisikia kanisa imefungwa. Babangu ni reverend, hajaikosa kwenda job. If 2020 is something to go by. Mi saa hii unachekia hata hii mwaka ikaisha kama sijatengeneza any profit. But I'm healthy. Tuko sawa, tuko bare minimum. I'll be so happy. Oi. Nei nyajafa munene waitau nyitete na tauro nengo. Hello, how are you? My name is Timothy Kimani, aka Cute Njugush. Usidhani ni bwana muziki yako hapa. I'm here to tell you this Sunday 6 p.m. don't miss Cynthia Nyamai.
Good evening once again, and it's Topi Liambila with the sports roundup on this Legends edition this Saturday evening. In the highlights tonight, we have got lined up for you Vihiga Queens Istanbul in Egypt. Then on the New York City Marathon, Jepchirchir, the Olympic champion, is set to set the trail blazing tomorrow morning in the New York City Marathon, while newly promoted police astound Gor Mahia as the NOCK, National Olympic Committee, prepare for the elections. And of course, coming back tomorrow home is the hit squad from the Belgrade Championships. Not a very exciting encounter. Those are our highlights tonight. And we kick off with the Vihiga Queens. Kenya's representatives in Vihiga Queens lost 1-0 to South Africa's Mamelodi Sundowns in their opening match of the ongoing CAF Women's Champions League in Egypt. Vihiga Queens beat Ethiopia's Central Bank to qualify for the Continental Showpiece. In the opening match of the inaugural tournament, Egyptian side Wadi Degla humbled AS Monday of Mali 3-1. The 2021 tournament, which kicked off Friday, will end on November the 19th. A total of 8 teams will compete in the group stages of this year's tournament. KBC Channel 1 and Y254 will bring you live the CAF Women's Champions League. Former league champions Gor Mahia were held to a 1-1 draw by Police FC in a closely contested FKF Premier League match played at the Kasavuli Stadium. Meanwhile, Bidco United handed Mathare United their second consecutive defeat after registering a narrow 1-0 victory.
Gor Mahia and Police FC failed to create any clear-cut chances in the opening minutes. Boniface Omondi scored the opener for the former league champions in the 54th minute. Former Gor Mahia winger Clifton Mieso leveled the scores for Police after grabbing the equalizer in the 62nd minute.
Sehemu ya nyuma lazima imarishwe na pia kutia mabao kule ndani lazima pia tuziweke. Umeona chances kama ile ya mwisho inaomba tu nani atanifunga. Ni hivyo tu.
We should have buried the game before half time, and it's what I've been talking about to the players all week, and it's what I've said in the press this week. You know, we're keeping teams in the game, and you know, and if you keep teams in the game, they feel like they've got an opportunity to get something.
Meanwhile, Bidco United handed Mathare United their second consecutive defeat after registering a narrow 1-0 victory. Former Bandari striker David Gateri scored the lone goal for Bidco United. In other matches, Posta Rangers humbled Nzoia 3-0, while Nairobi City Stars trounced Vihiga Bullets 4-0.
On the motor racing scene, defending champion Baldev Shaga retained his title leading the pack from start to finish, winning the world's greatest mini classic rally ahead of fellow Kenyan Ian Duncan. South African Geoff Bell clinched the third position. Mwenda with the report.
Baldev's Cabra's sugar-sponsored Porsche 911 covered over 650 kilometers of competitive stages in just under 6.5 hours at an incredible average speed of 100 kilometers per hour. On the longest day of the rally at 250 kilometers, the clouds parted for Mount Kilimanjaro, the subject of folklore and legend, to cast its magical spell on a spectacular mini-classic event.
It's really fantastic routes. Some places are really soft because there's not been any rain in this region for a while. But generally, some of the really nicest rally stages I've done in such a long time. So very enjoyable, and thoroughly enjoyed driving these old classic cars. It was just...
Ian Duncan, in his Minty Motorsport-sponsored Rover V8, finished just over 7 minutes behind his second place and was delighted after string issues with classic cars recently. Geoff Bell's Magnum-sponsored Datsun 240Z finished third, just 11 minutes behind Baldev, and looked forward to the classic in February. In the rally raid category, Mark Glenn amazingly overturned a 6-minute deficit at the end of the day 2 to beat Rosefield to the inaugural East African Mini Classic title in that category. We are all looking forward to the main event in February 2022. Daniel Mwendwa for Legends Edition Sports.
It's now a month after the curling sport was officially launched in Kenya, with over 30 players turning up for the training sessions at the Kasavuli Stadium. However, the sport has not yet been put in place by many countries in Africa. The Kenyan team believes that it will be ready to take part in the upcoming winter events. Mwenda with the report.
It was a new dawn after the Kenya Curling Federation introduced the sport officially in Kenya, with over 30 players taking part in the first training session at the Kasarani Stadium, with the aim of selecting a national team to take place in the Winter Olympics slated for 2022 in Beijing, China. The game is, however, classified in two fields, namely ice and field training. We happened to meet Oguta Laventa, the founder and the current coach of the curling sport, who explained how she came to introduce the sport into the country.
Mchezo wa curling nilijua huko Highlands, kwa nimesafiri huko kucheza mchezo wa raga. Nikakuja kuona, but I've never started it because huku nilikuwa nashindwa nitaianza vipi, manake inachezwa kwenye ice. So to take long, ndo tukafigure out in 2019, tukaona tunaweza anza kuicheza, tutacheza vipi, tukajua Panari iko na ice, but bado ilikuwa ngumu kucheza manake hatukuwa na equipment.
KBC Channel 1 also got an opportunity to talk to the team's captain Odhiambo Zuma, who demonstrated how the game is played.
This is the target person, and she's trying to aim at the target stone. When she's demonstrating, she's wearing the shoes. We have the shoes for the grip and to help her slide at the floor, at the ice floor. At the ice floor. So when she dives the stone, she will follow the stone, slowly follow the stone, and when she's following the stone, we have the sweeper. This sweeper will help to direct the stone to the target. For example, when he starts sweeping up the ice, when the room temperature is cold, the ice forms the layers. So when the ice has formed the layers, is trying to clear out the layers to direct the stone to the target.
The game involves 4 players in each team and comprises of 8 sets with no time limit until the winner is found.
This is floor curling. The curling is played over the ice, but because we can't access the ice, now this is just for training. So as a team, I'm seeing us going far because we've been training, and I hope we continue with the same spirit so that we get the experience.
It's a winter sport. Most African countries haven't embraced it so well because you will have it, but at the same time, to facilitate it's quite expensive because you have to have a cold room, like a training area, ice area, and most African country doesn't have that. But in Europe, most of the places you can control the room temperature easily. So that's why I think most of African countries haven't taken mostly the winter sports.
Kenya is, however, not taking part in the ice training, since Panari Hotel is the only place in Kenya with suitable venue for the sport and was closed since COVID-19 pandemic hit the country.
Changamoto kubwa sana ni barafu. Hii game ni ya barafu na tuwezi pata barafu. Barafu iko Kenya ni Panari, na Panari kwa sababu ya COVID, Panari ilifunga last year 2020, government ilikuwa imefunga sports. Sasa wangeweka ice rink ikuwe ni hasara. Sasa walifunga. So hadi sasa ndio wana mpango ya mikakati kutengeneza ice ikuwe ready watu kucheza na kama mwezi 3.
Oguta is calling for the Ministry of Sports to support the sport and also help them get a suitable training venue to be able to fly the Kenyan flag in the curling events to come. In Africa, Kenya and Nigeria are the only countries that have already introduced the sport. Daniel Mwendwa for Legends Edition Sports.
From curling to cricket, the Vice Chairperson of the Cricket Subcommittee, Maurice Aluanga, has assured that the girls' cricket team has started training and will be ready to participate in the upcoming Commonwealth Games. Mwendwa with a report. But speaking during the training session on Saturday at the Jamhuri High School, Alwanga also thanked the International Cricket Committee for granting Kenya a second chance in the cricket sport. The women cricket teams have now begun training in Nairobi and Nakuru. However, the Nakuru team is expected to travel to Nairobi for a friendly training match on the 13th November 2021. In today's training, both teams received kit donation and 100 liters of water from the Solanki, Kalpesh and Coca-Cola company, respectively. Mwenda with the report.
Every weekend for the next 8 weeks, Nakuru will come to Nairobi, Nairobi will go to Nakuru, they'll play each other, so that we are sure by next year, by the time our ladies are going for any qualifiers for Commonwealth, whatever games, our ladies are ready and fit to play.
We have always produced a quality team, and half of our team comes from Nakuru, half of it comes from Nairobi. The only challenge we have is that we are the distance, we are apart, but once we come together, usually we make magic happen.
Over to the international scene, Olympic marathon champion Perez Jepchirchir and Keneni Sabekele will lead a star-studded elite entry for the 50th edition of the New York City Marathon, set to go on Sunday. Jepchirchir claimed Olympic gold in the Japan early this year to add on to her 2 record world half marathon titles, while Bekele will get another shot at the world record set by Eliud Kipchoge after failing to capture it in Berlin, Germany.
Meanwhile, Ethiopian Kenenisa Bekele will be out for the world record when he takes to the field in New York for the first time. The other Olympic medalist going for top honors is Abdi Nageye. The Somali-born Dutch runner bagged an Olympic silver behind the great Eliud Kipchoge in Japan. Previous course experience should count for Kenya's Albert Korir and Ethiopia's Girma Bekele Gebre, second and third respectively in 2019, as well as the 2016 champion Girmay Gebre Selassie of Eritrea. The New York City Marathon is the 5th world marathon major after Berlin, London, Chicago and Boston. The final race in the series in Tokyo was postponed from October 17th to March 6th, 2022.
The National Olympic Committee of Kenya's independent electoral body has released electoral rules and regulations ahead of the election slated for December the 9th. Kenya held a successful consultative meeting with its affiliates. The meeting, held at the Golden Tulip, was called to the brief affiliate members on the electoral process proposed by the nominated Electoral Board, Center of Cooperative Governance, and the move is aimed at ensuring NOC holds free and fair elections, inclusive elections. The Center for Cooperative Governance also expanded on the deliberations and adoptions of electoral rules and regulations, code of conduct, electoral calendar, and nomination forms.
We have just been appointed as the electoral board for the NOC elections, which are scheduled to come on 8th of December. We were having a meeting with the General Assembly to map out the procedures and practices that we are going to apply in the next 1 month before the elections on 8th of December.
It's part of an ongoing process so that we ensure we have an election that is free and fair and no complaints are raised. So I'm happy. It went very well. I think Dr. Okumbe handled it very well. And I think they're capable and very competent. And I think everybody here has left the room knowing that this electoral body is very competent. And I don't think we have any doubt about their competency in it. So, yeah, one more step towards having a successful election. And I'm happy at least it went quite well.
Trans Nzoia County are the football champions of the 2021 County Assemblies Sports Association CASA games after humbling Mombasa County 1-0 in the finals that took place in Mombasa. Siaya County were also crowned the volleyball champions after trouncing Kajiado and West Pokot in the men and women's finals.
After a week-long tournament at the Mombasa Sports Club in Mombasa County, 38 county assemblies took to the field eyeing the volleyball and football titles. In the football semi-finals, Mombasa County beat Siaya County 1-0, while Trans Nzoia beat Homa Bay 3-0, leaving the two winners to square it out in the final. Trans Nzoia secured their win after scoring a goal against Mombasa County in a closely contested encounter. Siaya County managed to beat Kajiado and West Pokot to bag the men and women volleyball titles. The annual games have been postponed twice since 2019 owing to the COVID-19 pandemic. As the curtains close for the yearly event, CASA leadership hopes their aim to promote unity, cohesion and diversity amongst the 47 counties is integrated to heart.
Finally, the national boxing team hit squad is expected back in the country on Sunday after a poor outing at the ongoing World Championships in Belgrade, Serbia. The Kenyan pugilists are now spectators in Belgrade after all the 13 boxers were eliminated at the preliminary rounds. It was the second poor international outing for Kenya after the Tokyo Olympics, where Kenyan boxers also fell at the preliminary round. The battle in Belgrade was turned out to be a 3-horse race. USA, Cuba, and defending champions Kazakhstan all eyeing the coveted title. And obviously, the glory days of Kenyan boxing are over, and there's really very little or maybe more that can be done on the sports, but things really need to, because hit squad was one of the talk of the town, a talk of the world, but now it's all over. Well, from me, Topi Liambila, ladies and gentlemen, I'm winding up the sports segment of the Legends edition this evening, and now it's over to Catherine Kasavuli to bring the curtains down.
Thank you, Tofi. That has been a very exciting sports day, especially starting with the Vihiga girls all the way out of the country, you know, doing us a lot of good. Well, it is time for us to say goodbye from the Legends edition. My name is Catherine Kasavuli. Our sign language interpreter has been Byron Abuli. And thank you so very much for keeping it here. We love you. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night.
Nikishapata kile ninachotaka kwa ule msichana, I swear mami utaenjoy. Bado ahadi yangu mimi na yako vile vile.
Yusuf mtu wako yanipigia. Umeona? Kasimu basi mami nawe.
Hatueleweki kushinda wala hatueleweki kushindwa. Sasa wewe hebu niambie, hii kesi tunashinda ama tunashindwa?
Hii kesi na mwanangu tunakwambiaje tunatoboa?
Mama, mimi kule kuna maswaiba zangu. Huwa wananiambia kila kitu.
tell you is what the Lord commanded. We go forward into the land he promised our forefathers. I follow his word without question. It is not too late to save ourselves. Better to go back to Egypt than to die here.
Moses, they meant no harm. They
simply worry for themselves, as if the Lord hasn't proven he'll care for their every need.
We feel for your grief, Moses, but our animals will soon die of thirst.
Unapotabasamu ninapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, wendo wa maringo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love. Unapotabasamu ninapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, wendo wa maringo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Unapotabasamu ninapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, wendo wa maringo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love. Take my love, muere tu, take my love, love.
Unaimba humo ndani hali ng'ombe hawajashughulikiwa. Unataka vifaranga wangu wafe tena kwa sababu wewe upumbavu wako. Why is that guitar? Wewe umekuwa mtoto wa kukumbusha wajibu wako kila mara.
Hapana auntie, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll make you sorry, right? Now where is that guitar? Nilikwambia I'll throw it out the next time.
Sitacheza tena. I promise, auntie.
I just don't know what to do with that boy anymore. Day in, day out. Ni uzushi na mabishano. Unajua, juzi nilipokwenda ile shamba ya kule, I found him playing that wretched thing. He had not done anything the whole day. Huyo mtoto ni kama amerogwa.
Hebu tema hayo mabaya. Jenny, kile Kimani anachohitaji ni firm guidance.
Nimejaribu.
Jaribu zaidi. Unakumbuka yule rafiki yake Dhiongo, yule kijana wa Washu? Unajua amebadilika sana. Wiki iliyopita alinisaidia kupeleka mboga sokoni.
Ati?
Nakwambia huyo kijana si mkora tena. Na ungeadhani hayo yangefanyika miezi mitatu iliyopita. Basi kama anaweza badilika, hata Kimani anaweza badilika. Kile unachohitaji kufanya ni kuacha kuo kimshtua tu. You put your words into action.
Lakini unajua Hiyo ndio kitu kimoja tu ambaye babake alimwachia. Itamvunja moyo sana nikitupa.
Lakini ukimwachilia ataangamia vile tu baba yake alivyoangamia.
Ninapata hamu yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, mwendo maringo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love mwere tu, take my love, love.
And that was the king of Muhidi, Dimion Thuo, singing his latest hit, Don't Stop Me From The Bottle. And if you're not looking to have the time of your life, don't forget to catch the king himself, Dimion Thuo, at Kwa Michael Reeves this weekend. That's right, King Thuo will be performing his greatest hits from all his fans in Thika Town. So come on, come all, and enjoy the sounds such as Don't Stop Me From.
Yes!
Yeah, Thiongo man. I'm on my way. Long time no see, my friend.
Umekuwa busy?
Oh, umekuwa busy tu sana mpaka hata mazoezi uliwacha. Gitaa ulitupa? Anyway, hiyo sio sababu nimekam. Umesikia the king of Mugithi is in town? Thiongo, ni kesho usiku. Kwa hivyo na maisha nini kwa hivyo? Sasa hiyo ndio opportunity tumekuwa tukingojea. Tunaweza kuongea na yeye, anaweza kutupatia trick moja mbili ama atupeleka tu introduce kama promoter.
Vile nitakwambia, enda ujibambe.
Ujibambe? Si nataka tupange tuende tufanye curtain raising.
Niko na plans.
Thiongo, sasa hii ndio plan mwafaka bwana. Ha?
Mwafaka. Hebu nikuulize Kimani. Ni miezi ngapi tangu mtoto wangu azaliwe? 3. Na hujawahi hata kuja kumuona.
Sasa sinikwambia wakiwa wachanga hivyo siwezangi kuwashika. Wacha grow kidogo nitakuja kumuona. I promise. Bora niangalie hivyo.
Juu na kushanga vile unajipenda wewe. Yaani kila kitu ni juu yako.
Hii si juu yangu bwana. Hii ni juu ya band.
Band yenye wewe unaongoza, si ndio? Na si hiyo peke yake. Kila kitu yenye tushaifanya ni wewe usema tufanye. Ujiuka ukafikiria labda niko na maoni.
Sawa, kama unataka kutoa maoni mimi nitakuwa na nyamaza, wewe unatoa maoni. Poa. Sasa unasemaje kuhusu kesho usiku?
Hapana. Juu siendi. Unasikia? Bado hujagundua niko na mtoto mdogo. Unajua inamaanisha nini hiyo? Majukumu.
Thiongo, watoto uzaliwa kila siku. Hiyo haibadilishi kitu chochote, maisha lazima iendelee.
Mimi siwezi kani nikifikiria juu ya bande yenye labda itafaulu. Sawa? Ilibidi nikakubali ukweli wa maisha.
Ukweli gani?
Simo, see, I told you. Okay, I got only that 500 for the night. Sawa. If you want it to be like that, it's sour. Somebody can see when a chance is sitting on his face.
Michael?
You want the usual poison?
No, I'm not here for the drinks. Look, I just came to ask if I can perform on Saturday night. Now, before you say anything else, I hope that you remember us. We performed here before. Kimani and Thiongo?
The two-man act. You people chased away my customers, and you know that is not good for business.
That one I can explain. The microphones were giving feedback.
Oh, yeah. Now you can blame the equipment.
Listen, I'm really a good musician.
Is it? And why haven't I heard of you?
Just give me a chance. I will prove myself.
Another chance so that you chase away my customers. I'm sorry. I have somebody who is performing on that night. You might have heard him. Dimion Duo.
That's why actually I came. I came to ask if I can curtain raise for him.
I have people for the opening act. You want me to give you another chance with that drunkard friend of yours?
No, I don't operate with him anymore. Nowadays, I operate on my own. Okay, then in that case, if you get a chance...
do you have a guitar? Because I don't provide.
I do.
Then you'll be among the opening act.
Are you serious?
The main show will start at 10 p.m. Come early so that you warm the crowd from 7:30 for 1 hour.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah. And the club will remain open from 2 p.m. So I suggest you come early so that you fine-tune your equipment. Because I don't want to hear the microphone giving feedback.
That will not happen again. I promise you that. Be blessed. One more thing, Michael.
What?
Do I get paid?
You are opening for the greatest Mugithi prayer in history, and you want to be paid. Boy, you don't understand business.
Yeah?
And you understand opening for a great star like that. It will do good for your resume.
Yes, but then...
There are no thing. 2 p.m. And don't make me change my mind.
Auntie! Auntie! Auntie, where are you? Auntie. Nimeona Njoki akiondoka na gari. Kwani nimempatia gita yangu? Auntie.
Kwani sikusema nikija nikute nyumba safi iliyong'ara?
Iko wapi? Auntie, you don't understand. I need that guitar.
No, you don't. Kuanzia dakika hii, usahau hiyo kitu. Unanielewa Kimani?
Nikuelewe, mbona wewe huwezi kunielewa? Niko na show Saturday na nahitaji hiyo gitaa.
Gitaa imeenda. And the sooner you come to terms with it, the better it will be for all of us.
Could you? Auntie, you know that's the only thing that my father left for me, but you still gave it away. Why?
I said I will not have that thing in my house anymore. Especially because you don't do a damn thing around here. Angalia hizi vyombo. Siko hapa tangu asubuhi. And the cows? Did you deliver the milk?
Still, it was not yours to give away.
Sitaongea mambo ya hiyo gitaa.
Haya, nitaenda kuitafuta.
Utaiweka wapi? Sitaruhusu hiyo kitu irudi hapa kwa nyumba yangu.
Kama hiyo ndio shida, basi nitahama.
Sawa. Go ahead and just be like your father, who wasted his life playing that thing, hoping to turn into a star. And don't pretend you don't know what happened.
Not having this conversation.
Because it's the truth. He sent your mother to an early grave. He became an alcoholic, abusing all manner of drugs. Isitoshe, have you forgotten how he abandoned you in this house before he died, promising to come back?
Huo ulikuwa uamuzi wake mwenyewe, kwa starehe zake, na haukuwa na uhusiano wowote na hii gitaa.
That is what you think, Imani. Hiyo kitu imelaaniwa na mimi sitaruhusu iharibu maisha yako jinsi ilivyoharibu maisha ya babako.
Aje nimekamkona mjuni.
Unafanya nini hapa bwana?
Unanifanya kufanya nini? Nimekuja kuona mtoi.
Ungenipigia una namba yangu.
Sasa unajua tuko nimekosana buda. Ningekupigia ungechukua simu kweli?
Ndio, lakini mazi saa kama hii unajua Nyambura vile ukua mazi.
Yangu ni nani?
Sikia. Sweetie nakuja. Wewe unafaa uende sasa.
Bado nimekaa mtoi hii njia yote.
Naelewa umekuja, lakini sasa mtoto tumemwingiza alale tu, sasa ndio amelala. Sina na kupika masapa hapa. Asante. Lakini watoto wakunywegi maziwa ya ng'ombe.
Mama yake atajua pia atafanya.
Diamo.
Diamo. Nahitaji favor. Hii gitaa yako naweza kuiboro hii weekend, hii Saturday.
Gitaa? Kwani yako ilifanya nini?
Hii ni story refu buda. Sasa sitaki kukubona details zake. Lakini kama lazima ujue, wacha nikueleze tu ukweli. Auntie tulikosana na yeye. Alafu hiyo gitaa sijui mpeka wapi. Aliacha kuweka mavitisho. Sasa gitaa amechukua sijui mahali wapi amepeleka. Na niko na gig. Hii Saturday niko na gig na naenda kucheza pale Premium. Unajua wakati uliwachana nilienda kuona Michael. Na tukaongea na yeye story ya hiyo gig na akakubali.
Hebu acha kunielewe kitu moja hapa. Umekuja njia yote, ukuja hapa kujifanya umekuja kuna mtoto wangu unamletea maziwa, kumbe ni gitaa yangu ulikuwa unataka.
Sio hivyo, sio hivyo.
Si hivyo ni aje?
Unajua tukiongea na wewe na uka make sense sana.
Ili make sense sana. Ili make sense.
Hai. Ni aje?
Sitaki. Na sitaki chochote kufanya na wewe. Unasikia? Sitaki mambo yako kabisa. Sitaki.
Kiongo bwana. I need a favor.
Favor.
As the time comes to 10 o'clock here, I want to remind you all that you can catch Grandmaster, or better known as the King of Mugithi, Damian Duo, performing tonight at Michael's nightclub. Now tell me you don't want to get down to hits like this.
Unapotabasamu, unapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, wendo wa mawingo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love with you, take my love, love. Unapotabasamu, ninapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, wendo wa maringo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love.
Hey, you see what happens when you put your mind to it? Okay. Don't forget to tell Muriuki I'll come for money for last week.
Wayne Jogi, I saw what you did yesterday. That guitar you took belongs to my dead father. Do you hear? You can't meddle in people's affairs, Everybody knows you in town, that any house you enter is bound to have problems. Yeah, right. You ran off to ruin another man's happiness. We'll see where that habit will land you.
have come to watch the star perform. Come later tonight. This is not a good way to welcome a big star like him. Be civilized, people. No. Come later, and we are charging 250.
Michael.
Let him in. He's one of the performing artists. I can see you're ready to perform.
Yes, nobody likes feedback when they're performing.
I like your enthusiasm. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
No. Is this the way you're going to perform?
No. I have my costume and I have my guitar.
Okay. Then get everything sorted out. Because I don't want anything to spoil the show. Where did everybody go?
I'm here.
What do you mean you're here? You should be here, testing your equipment. Hello. Msimo, I gave you an offer, you refused. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got someone to replace you.
What are you doing with my guitar? Hey, easy, I'll show you easy, you. Calm down, calm down.
Kimani?
Yes?
Come. There's someone I want you to meet. Kubia. I want to introduce you to our star of tonight. Damian insists that he has to meet everyone who is going to perform tonight. Now, isn't that not professional?
I'm very delighted to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
I've heard all your music. Your songs are very, very brave.
I'm glad to hear it. So, how many songs are you going to perform tonight?
How many would you like me to perform?
It reminds me of myself when I was young. All fired up. I'd like to hear you sing.
Nice guitar. Great sound.
Unapotabasamu ninapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, mwendo wa maringo, kiuno mviringo. Take my love mwere tu, take my love, love. Take my love mwere tu, take my love.
Stop. I think I've had enough. And I would like you to perform 5 songs tonight. Do you all be mine?
You want me to sing your songs?
Yes. After you're finished performing this one, you can whet the audience's appetite by playing 5 of my songs. You said you know them by heart?
Yes.
Our only one, Damian Zoo! Before that, we have one app by a man going by the name One Man Guitar. One Man Guitar, your time is up.
You. So, where did you steal this guitar from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, whatever, man.
Happy performance.
Hey, let me out of here.
Hata kuna boys tulikuwa tunasoma naye primo, yeye aliachia class 6. Aende akalime viazi. Sasa tunaongea na wewe kwa mpaka na punda. Kani unacheka? because 2020 sidhani tutaigonga rock bottom.
Yeah.
A lot of us sidhani tutaigonga rock bottom. Yani imefika place maka kanisa imefungwa. Wewe kutoka uzaliwa ushaisikia kanisa imefungwa. Babangu ni reverend, hajaikosa kwenda job. If 2020 is something to go by. Mi saa hii unachekia hata hii mwaka ikaisha kama sijatengeneza any profit. But I'm healthy.
Yes.
Tuko sawa, tuko bare minimum. I'll be so happy. Oi. Nei nyajafa munene waitau nyitete na tauro nengo. Hello, how are you? My name is Timothy Kimani, aka Cute Njugush. Usidhani ni mwana muziki yako hapa. I'm here to tell you, this Sunday 6 p.m, don't miss Cynthia Nyamai.
Nikishapata kile ninachotaka kwa ule msichana, I swear mami utaenjoy. Bado ahadi yangu mimi na iko vile vile.
Yusuf mtu wako yanipigia. Umeona? Kasimu basi mami nawe.
Hatueleweki kushinda wala hatueleweki kushindwa. Sasa wewe hebu niambie, kesi tunashinda ama tunashindwa?
Hii kesi na mwanangu tunakwambiaje tunatoboa?
Mama, mimi kule kuna maswaiba zangu. Huwa wanaambia kila kitu.
Kimani, where's the other guy?
I don't know.
Thank you very much, Michael. Now, everybody, is it tonight a great night? To the ladies who are here, if your man has brought you here, it's because he's trying to impress you. It doesn't matter if he's not taken you out ever since he married you. If your man has brought you out tonight, he's trying to make you happy. It doesn't matter if you're the one paying for it. And now, to the singles who are here, please join me in my song. It is called Mueretu. I composed it many years ago for a very special girl that I used to know, who unfortunately left me. Unapotabasamu ninapata hamu, yanitoa wazimu, sauti kwa simu, mwendo wa maringo, kiuno muviringo. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love. Oh, while you make me happy when I'm down and blue, do you make me laugh when the way is tough? Free, you are the one that only one. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu. One more time.
Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love Mueretu, take my love, love. Take my love.
Massive, that was a great performance.
Thank you very much. It's very special to hear that from you.
Why did you?
He's here for your own protection. You're the one-man guitarist. You stole his stage name.
Stole his stage name?
Yeah, that is what the crowd wanted after Kim Yun's performance. One-man guitar.
Wait a minute. How long have I been out for?
For about 4 hours, on and off.
Listen, when I said earlier that you reminded a younger version of myself, tonight you really did it. Drink up.
I don't drink.
In this business, everyone drinks and I'm buying. So? I have an offer for you. I'd like you to come to Nairobi with me.
Are you serious?
Yes, the big city has a lot to offer for talents like yours. And you can stay in my house and record from my studios. All I ask in return is let me be your promoter. So what do you say?
AM. Umeingia hapa saa 9 asubuhi.
Sitaki ugomvi asubuhi mapema namna hii.
Kwa nini? Ama ni kwa vile kichwa kinakuuma kutokana na huo ulevi wa jana usiku? Na ni lazima yule jamaa mwenye bange kuleta hapa nyumbani?
Nani, Michael?
Yaani hata haukumbuki? But I'm sure you remember shouting on top of your voice at my friend Joki yesterday. Ama ulikuwa umelewa hata vile?
Hao pia wanaita marafiki. People keep tormenting every household they enter.
Don't raise your voice at me, Kimani. Just who do you think you are talking to? Just what have you become? Yelling at my friend? I thought I raised you better. Kimani. Where do you think you are running? Kimani, I'm talking to you. Hey, what happened to you? You are not the boy I raised.
I'm going to Nairobi.
What?
Yes, I've decided to go to Nairobi.
Oh, why? Nani amekufukuza hapa?
No, this has got nothing to do with you. I've thought about it and I think it's about time I went after my dream.
Are you sure about this?
Positive?
Is it about the guitar? Wait here. Ulipomtusi Njoki jana, she came by not only to tell me about it, but she brought this. Kimani, if you are sure this is what you want to do, hakuna anaweza kuzuia ndoto yako.
You have no idea how much I've missed this thing. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Just because I've given the guitar back to you, sio kumaanisha nakubaliana na mienendo yako.
Mienendo yangu?
Please, don't turn out like your father.
Don't worry about me, Auntie. I'll be fine. Kwa heri.
Tunataka alia tucheze achezezo za kibotilo. Tunataka nani atuimbie aibezo za kibotilo. Mambo bado, mambo bado, botilo, botilo, namoya botilo, 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 mambo bado, botilo, mambo bado, botilo, 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 botilo.
Hey, auntie.
Morning, dear.
Hey, morning. Yo kuingia. Ne mama. Hey, auntie.
And how is the family?
Wako sawa kabisa. Hata ule mdogo kidogo tuanze kukaa chini peke yake.
Haya. I'm happy to hear that.
Na unaendelea aje?
Niko.
Na umeongea na Kimani?
Inaonekana maisha ya mjini imemwingia sana.
Lakini kama ako sawa, si ni sawa tu.
Sasa kama utahitaji chai nayo hapo kwa nyumba.
Okay. Kuna kachai? Sawa, sinimalize hapa alafu nikuje. Okay. Asante Haya.
You're supposed to be in studio in 30 minutes. Are you listening to me?